The initial idea for this tutorial was to show you guys how I do my highlight and contour routine, but I feel like, oh, showing you guys how I hide my scar would be, very nice. Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lizzie. Today I'm going to show you all my favorite highlight and contour routine and how I hide my scar. So as you all know, I have a little bump under my jaw and I'm going to use makeup to hide it a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is to wipe off the dirt from my face using a face wipe. Thereafter I'm going to moisturize using this MIS Bomb Moisturizer, and I'll use my both hands to apply that all over my face just so that it can sink into my skin properly. Thereafter I'm going to go in with hydrating serum from Zaron Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply that on my face, concentrating more on my T-zone area. And right now I'm going to use a face primer from Flawless IV and apply this all over my T-zone area like this, just so that the makeup can last long. The initial idea for this tutorial was to show you guys how I do my highlight and contour routine, but I feel like showing you guys how I hide my scar would be, very nice. So I had to go in with a color corrector underneath my jaw and in the places where I have dark spots here and there, and then blended using my beauty blender like this. So I'm just going to blend. Make sure that your beauty blender is damp. So I'm quickly going to double coat it again to make sure that everything is properly covered. You really cannot fade everything out all at once, but you can reduce how prominent it is on your face. Yes, makeup cannot just fade everything out. It's just to reduce how prominent it is on your face. So I'm going to go in with a shade of foundation that is about 2 to 3 tones darker than that of my skin tone for my contour, just so that I can chisel my face a little bit. And then right now I'm going in with my shade of foundation, and this foundation is from V Beauty Cosmetics. The foundation that I used for the contour is from GLAM Cosmetics, but I'm going to go in with my foundation in these areas that you can see. This is just how I would want to contour if I want my face to be a little bit chiseled. Yep, so I'm just going in with the foundation in these areas like this. So for highlight, guys, I'm going to go in with Zaron Cosmetics concealer, and I'm just going to apply it at the inner corner of my face, downwards like that, on my head, my jaw, and on my nose, just to highlight those areas. And then for blush, I'm using this orange shade of blush from Cheek Cosmetics, and I'm just going to place them on these areas you can see. Okay, so guys, you really want the makeup to last long, so you need to go in with your setting spray before blending. So first off, I'll be blending the contour that I did right there with dark shade of foundation. I'm just going to blend that properly, and I will concentrate on my jaw, the areas where I feel like the scar is prominent, and blend properly. Then after blending the contoured areas, I'll go ahead to blend where I have my shade of foundation, and then afterwards I'm going to go ahead to blend the highlighted part with the Zaron Cosmetics concealer. This is just a disclaimer, guys. This video is in no way trying to make you feel less of yourself. If you feel confident in your skin, please do you, sis, do you. So if I take you guys back to the beginning of this video, you'll discover that the way the scar under my jaw was prominent, it's no longer like that because I'm already using makeup and covering up the areas that need to be covered up. So I'm going to go ahead to blend my nose to make sure it's chiseled, and then conceal these areas that need to be properly highlighted. My nose and underneath my eyes, I'm going to highlight using a lighter shade of concealer from Zaron Cosmetics, and then go in with my shade of concealer the outer corner like this, which is also from Zaron Cosmetics. And I'm going to blend using a small blending brush. I'm going to start from the lighter shade and then move backwards towards the darker shade of concealer, and afterwards I'll use a beauty blender to blend that properly so that everything stays intact and so that I don't have harsh lines here and there. Right now I'm going to blend the blush all over my face just so that I can have a blushy effect and so that everything can sit well. And right now it's just basically me blending. And for powder, I'm going to go in with a dark shade of powder in the areas where I contoured, and then the areas where I need to apply, like the areas where I use my shade of foundation, I'm going to go in with my shade of powder. And in the areas where I highlighted, I'm going to use a powder that is about 2 to 3 tones lighter than that of my skin tone. Blend properly so that everything looks good. As you can see from the video, the way the scar was prominent when we actually started is quite different. It looks better, so your makeup application matters a lot. So basically what I'm doing right now is just to blend everything. So at this point, guys, our setting powder is going to come to the rescue. It's just going to put everything in place so that everything maintains its shape and so that it looks good. So I'm going to apply this setting powder in the areas where I have my T-zone, which is the forehead, the underneath the eyes, the jaw, and basically on the nose. At this point, I'm going to go in with my own shade of setting powder in these areas as well, just so that my face does not look too white and so that everything blends properly and looks more of my skin tone, my neck, rather than a mask. And then for my reverse contour, I'm going to go in with my shade of setting powder and then just apply that in these areas. And right now, guys, I'm basically just blending everything. You have to leave it for about 4 to 5 minutes so that everything can bake into your skin properly before you wipe it off. So I'll quickly draw my brow, apply my shadows and then my lippies off camera and show you guys what the finished effect looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I remain your girl, Lizzie. Don't forget to turn on your notification button so that each time I post, you get a notification and be the first to know. Please do subscribe to your girl, guys. I love you all so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.